Every day, an invisible network of trucks crisscrosses the country, moving thousands of pounds of food from where it's grown to where it's eaten. But there is a massive inefficiency hidden in this system. Often, a truck delivers its payload and has to drive all the way back with an empty trailer. In the logistics industry, these are called deadhead miles, journeys that burn fuel and pay drivers without generating a single cent of revenue. This exact problem isolates two massive agricultural powerhouses, the catfish-producing Arkansas Delta and the produce-rich farming regions of Colorado. The Arkansas Delta farms an immense volume of catfish. However, the fish is usually sold as a raw commodity. The actual processing, packaging, and markups happen somewhere else, meaning the real economic value leaves the local community. Meanwhile, Colorado harvests massive yields of potatoes, cabbage, and onions. Their barrier is geography. They lack a highly efficient, direct distribution channel to move that heavy produce into high-demand southern food markets. When supply chains only operate in one direction, they strip local wealth from both producing regions. Curious, so what happens to the math if the supply chain is redesigned to eliminate the one-way route completely? The proposed solution is the Delta Colorado Trade Corridor. This reciprocal system connects the two regions, so each imports exactly what the other needs. This diagram shows the four-stage architecture of that closed-loop system. Stage 1 begins with the Eudora Processing Hub, shipping finished catfish products westward to Colorado. These shipments supply Colorado's markets, food service operators, and institutions with a steady stream of premium protein. In Stage 2, the loop closes. Instead of driving back empty, those exact same trucks are loaded with Colorado's agricultural yield, transporting those produce inputs eastward back to the Arkansas facility. By physically merging these two isolated supply chains, the corridor creates a continuous economic engine. Nothing travels empty, and every mile driven creates value. To make this loop function, the Arkansas Delta must retain its own processing power. The Eudora facility operates at a commercial scale, capturing the value of the harvest before it ever gets loaded onto a truck. The facility acts as an extraction engine. It takes a single raw catfish and processes it into multiple distinct revenue streams, each with its own specific market and margin profile. The highest margin cut is the premium fillets. These are packaged and branded with a Delta origin story, designed for high-end retail shelves, export markets, and restaurant food service. The remaining meat is processed at the facility into high-volume, kid-friendly catfish nuggets. Any leftover organic material is converted into fish meal and feed-grade oils, creating a zero-waste manufacturing loop. Maximizing the yield of every single fish on site creates a highly profitable baseline. That retained local wealth is what finances the logistics journey heading west. When those westbound trucks finally reach the Rocky Mountains and unload their protein, they don't turn around empty. They execute what the logistics industry calls a backhaul pivot. The trailers are immediately reloaded with Colorado's specific agricultural strengths: high-yield Colorado potatoes, fresh green cabbage, sweet yellow onions, and seasonal specialty produce. Filling trucks in both directions rewrites the unit economics. First, revenue per route doubles by earning income both ways. Second, fixed logistics costs split, dropping distribution expense 30%. Lower freight costs plus higher value processed goods creates compounding margin expansion. The operation turns a standard overhead expense, freight transportation, into a structural competitive advantage. All of these logistics converge into a single flagship product, the Delta Catfish Po' Boy. This sandwich physically merges the two regions. The protein is the Arkansas catfish, while the crispy fries on the side and the fresh-cut coleslaw topping the bread are sourced directly from Colorado's cabbage and potato farms. The po' boy is just the starting point. The same fish and produce ingredients are reconfigured into retail meal kits, fast casual combo trays, and direct-to-consumer subscription boxes. Institutional buyers like schools, hospitals, and military bases represent the massive untapped target market for these combined goods. This system has a built-in regulatory advantage. Catfish is already a USDA-approved protein for the National School Lunch Program, meaning it easily clears strict federal purchasing hurdles for education and government facilities. Institutional directors aren't just buying ingredients, they are procuring a fully integrated, nutritionally compliant meal system. Colorado distribution partners serve as a core supplier for the system, providing the necessary volume of produce to complete the loop. Your exact operational role is providing the high-volume potatoes, cabbage, and onions required to complete hundreds of thousands of those institutional food trays. The immediate financial benefits are twofold. You secure stable, contracted demand for your produce, and you instantly slash your outbound freight costs by utilizing the shared backhaul. Strategically, this gives Colorado agriculture a turnkey entry point into the massive, traditionally hard-to-reach institutional markets of the South and Mid-South. And the Delta Colorado link is only phase 1. This exact logistics template is designed to rapidly expand, pushing southward into the massive school nutrition systems of Texas and northward into the urban food centers of the Midwest. By integrating these supply chains, regional partners eliminate the waste of empty miles and build a permanently profitable bi-regional food economy.